私武蔵は、引退を、決めました。
(1972년 10월 17일생 36세) 2003-2004년 2년 연속 결승에 진출하여 K1의 발상지 일본의 에이스로 오랫동안 군림해온 무사시. 그러나 그 무사시가 8월에 드디어 은퇴를 선언했다. 그리고 마지막을 장식하기 위해 파이널 16의 주최 측 추천에 의한 출전을 간절히 원했다.
過去の実績、そして本人の決意の意を組んでですね、最終的に、賛否両論あるとは思いますが、武蔵選手に決定させていただいた、次第です。
결코 녹슬지 않은 그 기술과 정신력. 올 한 해 모든 것을 불태워버리겠다는 각오로 그는 자신을 벼랑 끝에 몰아넣었다.
もうこれが自分にとって最後ですっていう、もう次はないので、思いっきりリングででっかい花火を打ち上げれるなと思いますし、記録より記憶に残るような試合をしたいので、だからバンナも同い年だし。
When you have nothing to lose, you're dangerous.
1972년 12월 26일생 36세. 피터 아치와 어깨를 견줄 만한 K1의 레전드 제롬 밴너. 지금까지 함께 싸워왔던 동갑내기이자 비슷한 경력을 쌓아온 전우인 무사시의 은퇴 선언에 대해 밴너는 뜻밖에도 냉정한 반응을 보였다.
It's kind of guys who have nothing to lose, so we'll give everything. That's the interesting, and that's why I don't take him as easy as you can think. I think he's going to rush on me and try to punish me.
자기 자신도 끊임없는 부상으로 몇 번이나 은퇴의 위기를 겪어왔다. 그러나 그때마다 불굴의 정신력으로 복귀에 성공했고 은퇴라는 말은 결코 입에 올리지 않았다.
What do you think about your retirement? Have you ever thought about that?
No, not yet.
36세의 갈림길. 남자가 물러날 때 인생 여러 가지 생각들. 제롬 밴너 대 무사시.
The man with the biggest bling in K1, Musashi's got himself some new entrance music and I'm loving it. Can he kickstart his career? Once again here in Centre Ring comes into another horrible three-fight losing streak. It started against Kyotaro and Fukuoka on June 29 last year. It continued against Teixeira in the final 16 in Seoul last September. And then, of course, New Year's Eve against Gegard Musashi, who absolutely pwned him in just one round under K1 rules. Musashi from Osaka, Japan, with former WBA super middleweight boxing champion Frankie Lyles in his corner, knows that it's make or break time here tonight. Either he beats Labana and qualifies for the K1 World Grand Prix, or he says farewell to his K1 career. It will be a battle of the Southpaws in Centre Ring. Musashi and Lebana know each other very well, Mike Hogan.
But you know, one thing that needs to be mentioned is Musashi virtually had no break. You know, because he was the only Japanese star sort of carrying K1 on his shoulders, he constantly fought through injuries, and he's had close to a year to heal up. So this is quite possibly, you know, the old Musashi, the one that had the proper training and a time to heal and a time to, you know, really mentally prepare for the fight. And I think that's what he did when he asked, you know, FEG and the fans, you know, he said, give me one more chance, because he said, I'm healthy, I'm ready to do it. You know, I've stepped up for you guys, step up for me. Obviously they did, because he's in the ring.
Popular fighter in K1 history, the human refrigerator, the battling cyborg Jerome Lebana, the 36-year-old from Le Havre in the Normandy region of France. A K1 record of 43-18-2, 29 knockouts, an amazing 81% KO ratio. He has competed 10 times in the Grand Prix, but never won it. Comes in tonight on back-to-back losses. A heart-wrenching TKO to Remy Bunjaski in the quarterfinals of the Grand Prix last December. And then a grueling decision loss to Teixeira in March in Tokyo after 2 extension rounds. JLB back in the house.
토너먼트 제6경기. 자, 이제 오늘 경기는 단 3경기만 남아있습니다. 이 3경기를 박진감 넘치는 경기를 보고 싶다면 여러분 박수 부탁드립니다. 먼저 블루 코너 신장 185cm, 체중 103.1kg, 정도회관 소속. 지금까지의 모든 기억을 가슴에 안고 싸운다. 나의 이름을 기억하라. 무사시.
Still a bit of love left here for Musashi. 6'1", 227 pounds.
이어서는 레드 코너 신장 190cm, 체중 119.6kg, 리벤더 엑스트림 팀 소속 소개합니다. 제롬
And just craziness as always for Lebana. 6'3", 260 pounds of the human refrigerator. Have a look at Seoul's Olympic Gymnasium #1. It is a happening. I want to say a big hello to Joe Rogan, man who I love listening to. Joe Rogan, we know Enjoys Labana, one of his favourites, watching us live on HDNet in the USB. Hello to you, Joe. Keep up the great work, brother. We are ready to rock and roll. 3 rounds of action, 2 extra rounds in case of a draw, 3 knockdowns in 1 round, and it's all over. Michael Chavello and Mike Kogan with your ringside. For one of these men, it could be the end of their K1 career, should they lose here tonight. It will be a battle of the southpaws. If Musashi is indeed back to his nostalgic best, look out for the rear leg round kick being the left leg to the rib cage of Labana. As for Labana, look out for that fabled handiwork of the human refrigerator. An 81% KO ratio for Labana. Labana, who's been training with George St. Pierre in Montreal recently. Musashi, as always, with Frankie Lyles. And his brother Tomo in the corner. Digs down to the left side of the carcass of Labana early on, does Musashi. Overhand left from Musashi, nicely done. The first real power salvo landed. Nice jab too from Labana. Smack bang on the kisser. Good jabs again from Labana. As always, looking in pristine physical condition is Jerome. Throws the high left round kick. And his arm broken in the 2002 Grand Prix final against Ernesto Hoost when he was literally about 60 seconds away from winning the Grand Prix. Hoost broke his arm and he's had about 14 steel pins inserted into that arm. It blew up like Popeye's arm afterwards. Looks to be back after being re-broken again by Remy last December in the Grand Prix. Looks to be back in good shape once more. Nice counter right hand being the jab of Jerome Labana. 2-time Grand Prix runner-up, of course, also to Peter Ertz back in 1995 when Ertz won his 2nd Grand Prix title as a 24-year-old.
Jerome looks all business. Every kick he delivers, every jab or a cross that he sends seems to have mean intentions. I think he wants to make a statement in this fight.
The second longest serving K1 fighter on the circuit at the moment, Jerome. Second only to Peter Ertz. Jerome made his K1 debut in 1995 against Nokvi Davey of Thailand, who he decisioned over 5 rounds. Back in the days when K1 fights used to be 5-rounders. Double jab to the body and the left hand to the head. Jerome just calls him forward a little. And they are standing at very close distance here. There's not a lot of circling as we've seen in some of our previous fights here tonight. And just look at the intensity on the face here of Jerome. Ooh, that one went a little bit low south of the border. And Musashi apologises. Good sportsmanship. 35 seconds on the clock here. First round of 3.
I have to say, Musashi actually looks pretty good. His hands, he's using a lot of hands in this fight.
It's fast, Mike. He's got speed.
Yeah, they're fast. I mean, you could tell he's definitely been able to heal up and is able to properly train for this fight.
Nice left hand from Jerome, and Musashi feels the power once more. Not hard to miss those giant lips of Musashi. Final 10 seconds of the round. Good jab again from Musashi. Just threads it through the guard. And he grunts, or as they call it in karate, a ki-ai. Behind the final shot there from Musashi. We go to the towels. Kogan Vision, how did you see it?
Well, it's a pretty even round.
I agree.
I think it's pretty even round. You know, Jerome did well and Musashi did well. I think pretty even round.
Both men just trading some wicked jabs as well. The speed on these two veterans, especially Musashi, really impressing me. His handwork just picked up in leaps and bounds since he hooked up with Frankie Lyles a number of years ago. But while his hands seem to have picked up, he actually became over-reliant on them and used to completely forget about his rear leg round kicks. And he's even done that so far tonight. If I'm going to point one criticism at Musashi, it's that he hasn't really thrown that rear leg round kick he does so well to the rib cage of opponents.
I agree. Yeah, today I don't think he threw any leg kicks. It was all Jerome Labana with the legs, but he was pretty busy with the hands.
Second of 3. Once again, Labana the favourite, minus 215 with the odds makers. Musashi plus 175. Don't forget, Musashi goes for a spinning back fist. Official YouTube channel of K1. Check it out, youtube.com/K1 great footage and interviews on there, including a big archives collection of classic fights. And you can also check out www.k1official.com, our newly updated and superly improved English website. Lots and lots of news on there, courtesy of the lead reporter for K1, Stuart Tonkin, doing a great job. As Jerome turns Musashi around in the neutral corner. And a wild overhand right from Labana. The crowd rallying. They love it. It's K1 spirit in center ring.
Great head movement by Musashi. None of those punches landed that Jerome just threw at him. He was able to evade every one of them, and there comes some of the leg kicks that you were complaining Musashi wasn't delivering.
Musashi trying to power through. There's some swelling under the right eye, it looks like, on Jerome. He has been known to hematoma quite badly. Who will ever forget that fight against Cyril Abidi where he looked like the Elephant Man afterwards? If you actually Google, nice left hand. If you Google Jerome Labana and a hematoma, or just Google Labana lump, you'll find the most amazing photo of the massive hematoma after that Cyril Abidi fight. Ooh, Musashi, what happened there? Did he get poked in the eye?
I think he got poked in the eye.
Maybe a thumb in the eye?
Yeah, thumb.
So calling for time here. Musashi may have been thumbed accidentally in the eye.
I don't know if it was thumb or it was a headbutt.
Could have been a headbutt, yeah. He's okay though, and there's swelling definitely on that left cheekbone of Musashi. So whatever it was hard. It's swelling up quite nicely now. It looks like a golf ball tucked under the skin. Look at the speed on Musashi's jab. Nice counter kick from Jerome. Overhand right from the Frenchman. Musashi just faking there, not really stepping through with the punches, their own punches really. And he shrugs off Labana, works some distance now. Labana skips forward, high right round kick. Overhand left from Musashi, almost ate a right hand coming through. Labana steps forward. Circles off to his right, does Musashi. Doesn't want to circle into that left hand though of Labana, really wants to go the other way. You know what an interesting fact is, Labana is actually a right-handed fighter, or a right-handed person. He does everything else with his right hand. He only fights left-handed. He writes with his right hand, does everything else with the right hand, only fights left-handed, something he adopted very early in his career.
Very impressive head movement from Musashi. I mean, I know I keep repeating myself, but I mean, I think we're really seeing a different Musashi here from his last, at least his, last year's fights.
Final 10 seconds of this round. Been a very sharp round for Musashi. Double hooks there from Labana. Actually began his mixed martial arts career in judo as a 6-year-old after watching Bruce Lee's Fists of Fury. And as a 14-year-old began practicing karate. It's when he was practicing that karate that he actually adopted the southpaw stance. End of the 2 rounds, and tell you what, Mikey, I picked Jerome for this one, but Musashi really impressing me so far.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even want to call it. I mean, like I said, we could be in a tie round so far, and if it keeps going at this pace, we may end up going in the extension round.
Frankie Lyles there.
Step back kick. High low right hand.
And here Frankie, very calm as always in the corner. Frankie Lyles saying, stay calm. High low, right hand. Frankie also wants Musashi to bring the kicks in. Third and final round. Banner immediately on the front foot, pressing the action here, forcing Musashi to the ropes. Needs to cut off the ring. Nice dipping right hand to the liver from Musashi. You can see the red inside of the carcass of Labana. Ushido Geri turning back into the midsection from Musashi. Nice karate technique.
Yeah, but he paid for that one because Labana was ready.
Ooh, Labana just sticks the jab on his nose again. Labana again tries to cut off the ring, throws the left down the tube. Oh, the big left hand! Musashi's head rocked back. Double jab from Labana. Oh, and Musashi caught him tub thumping right hand. Actually landed with the inside of the glove, then to turn the knuckles into it.
That was a nice combination by Musashi. Came right back. Telling you, this fight is close.
He often used to get called sleepy by fans because of his very lackluster fight style, but not tonight from Musashi. The Japanese veteran is turning it on. And now Labana, a little bit of desperation, trying to barrage him against the ropes.
But he's not landing it. Musashi's showing some great head movement here. He's bobbing and weaving from those punches.
Outside thigh kick from Musashi scores for him. I've got Musashi ahead so far in this round, Mike.
I've got Musashi dominating this round.
Labana needs to get a move on with things now. And Labana trying to hook off the lead glove. Ooh, stiff left hand from Jerome and a high right round kick. Hasn't gone to the legs as much as I would have liked though. Uppercut from Musashi, left hand and a high kick. And Jerome answers, left hand of his own. Musashi wants to juke it out.
Musashi's landing those punches.
What a war! Here comes Labana, here come the power salvos. Now Musashi in trouble. Labana turns him and Musashi answers back. This place is alive. Oh, the big kibosh! The big kibosh! The big kibosh! Musashi's down! Musashi's down! 40 seconds to go!
7, 8.
He says he's okay! Labana's dropped him!
Well, it doesn't matter what he says. These judges are saying 10-8 round here.
This place has gone bananas! Can Labana finish? Musashi was so impressive! Now the momentum with Labana! Musashi grunting, screaming, trying to psych himself up. This has just been a war. Been the best fight of the night so far.
This could still go into an extension round. Musashi
No
is
way
done.
known. No way known. Now look at Labana hammering it. 10-8 round for Jerome. There's no way that this one is going to go an extension round. Surely not. What an ovation for Labana. Just when we were starting to write him off a little bit in that final round, Mikey, he once again proved to us you can't rule out JLB.
That's right. Stellar performance from Jerome.
Stellar performance
From
until
both
that
of them.
knockdown from Musashi.
Both of them.
When do you see Musashi doing a Chidogari, a jump turning back kick to the midsection?
Well, the head, really, his head movement is what really surprised me in this fight. I mean, I thought he did a great job. And then we see a smile. I didn't think Jerome could smile. He just looks so mad the whole time.
He's an angry looking man, isn't he?
You know, I must break this Japanese man.
And don't forget his word that he uses all the time.
He said yesterday. Yep, he said, I have a lot of money. I'm just doing this for the fans.
One for Jerome.
30대 28. 레드 제롬 레벤나.
That's it, he is there again. Jerome Labana will be in his 11th K1 World Grand Prix. And look at the sportsmanship.
Oh, that's beyond sportsmanship.
It is the Budo spirit of martial arts you find in K1 as opposed to other fight sports. Look at the respect. Just amazing scenes in center ring.
Super emotional.
What
Musashi.
a moment. Musashi said he put on a fight of his life, and he did it here tonight. I was so impressed by it. So too was Jerome. You can just tell. Just an amazing fight. Schulten Gita was extraordinary, but Labana and Musashi was really something
Emotional.
special.
Much more. It was just really an emotional fight.
My throat's a little lumped up here, Mike.
Yeah, me too. Better get off the air before we start crying.
What a moment for Labana. His 11th Grand Prix will be on December 5. Now so many fans will be hoping he could finally capture the crowd. Look at them here at the Olympic Gymnasium. Great ovation, not only for Labana, but for Musashi as well. Mike, the thing is, Musashi said if he loses, he'd retire, but you can't retire after a performance like that. I mean, that deserves another round of Musashi action for me.
I would love to see it. I really would. But
If he maintains
I think
his
you were the
form.
one who explained to me that in Japan, it's like, you know, when you lose is when you retire. Because if you win, then
This
what's
is
the point
true.
of retiring? So,
This is true.
you know, I think he put on a hell of a fight. And if this is his last fight, you know, so be it. But at least it's very memorable, not just for us, but for millions of fans watching around the world, and for all those who have enjoyed Musashi throughout his
Oh,
years.
Mike, have a look at this. I think it is going to be the retirement of Musashi. I've got shivers running down my spine. Ovations from all four sides of the ring here for Musashi. And I tell you what, Musashi, if this is the end of the road, I want to say so long, farewell, and thanks for the memories. Labena's going to continue to make memories come December 5 at the Yokohama Arena, where once again he saddles up and will try and ride the gauntlet. 3 fights in one night to become the K1 Grand Prix champion. Musashi gave it everything he had. A performance we haven't seen from him in a long, long time.
Yeah, this looks
is
like
the
a
end of the road.
farewell. This looks like the goodbye. And like I said, you know, if you got to go out, you go out with a fight like this, because I think he really showed the fans a great treat today. He put on an absolutely stellar performance, phenomenal fight, and well deserved.
So Musashi receives the adulation here. This crowd still clapping for Japan's longest ever serving K1 fighter.